Good evening, folks. Welcome back to Undercover ET, and we've got some amazing evidence for you guys today. Crazy stuff. Thank you so much, Jeff, for sending in your evidence to me from Honolulu, Hawaii. Crazy, amazing. We're going to get into all that. We've got a helicopter crash, Southern California as well. We're going to look at that. I need your help with that one, honestly. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm going to do a build up to it because there are reasons why I'm looking at it in the first place, and I want you guys to take everything into account. It's really, really important. But guys, if you support public disclosure, if you're new to the channel, if you're wondering who the hell I am and what I'm doing, I run the Undercover ET channel. My name's Rob. I'm from the UK. I got into UAP a little while ago and been capturing, filming, working with Dr. Shipe and a few others as well. We're trying to figure all this out. We do call for public help. We need public disclosure. Honestly, I don't feel like we're going to be getting anywhere with the government in terms of actual truth. So it's up to us to raise awareness, and I think if we raise awareness, then we really don't need anyone to tell us anything. We can just record the skies, do our own research, and take it into our own hands, because they can't classify life as far as I'm concerned, guys. And with that, let's get into today's evidence. Let's get into today's topic. So we're going to start off with the Dogman. So please subscribe to his channel. Of course, UAP researcher, UAP experiencer, just wants the truth out there. Loving the channel so far. I'm fairly new to it myself, mate, but I do like it. Do like what you're doing and what you're saying. I did come across the video 3 days ago. It's happening in the sky right now, and it literally was happening in the sky right now. You were talking away, and clear blue sky, mate. I can't help but to analyse that stuff. And as soon as I saw it zip past, I knew what it was. So I just wanted to share this with my channel. Please check out his. Support him. Support what he's doing. But let's get into the evidence. So he's just talking away and something straight away zips past. I'll just go back 5 seconds and show you guys. It comes in from right to left. So up here, there it is. Very, very quick. Now, some people would say it's just a very quick sparrow or something, like a quick bird. It's not. It's actually much faster than that. You don't see any wings at all. And we get point of reference, guys. So look, last point that you see it in the camera is here. That's the last point. And then as we go back, you see it slightly behind the wood here, so you know it's not near the lens at all. In fact, it also goes in front of this tree, but behind this one, I think. There you go, partially behind the wood. And you can see the jumps it's taking as well, guys. This thing's not messing around. This thing is moving with speed and purpose. Goes behind the tree there, in my opinion. Could do. It seems to be filling the gaps quite well. There's already a dark leaf here, and then you can see it pass. It maybe, arguably in front. Who knows? But either way, it goes behind. It also disappears. So you can see here, it's come in, appears here, and then the next frame, it completely vanishes. And I'm expecting to see it here, but it's not there yet. And then as I go to the next frame, it's there. So that tells me it skips a frame and it actually vanishes. And it does it again in the next frame. Should be about here, but it appears here. Which it means whatever it's doing, it's managing to disappear and reappear, and we're losing it for a frame or two. And that's just how they work, guys. It's down to speed. It's down to the camera quality as well. Honestly, your camera looks okay. You should be capturing more detail on a bird, right? And yeah, super fast. So big shout out. Well done to you, buddy. You did say you wanted to capture one, and you did say it was going on above you, and it was. Quite literally. So awesome stuff. Please support him. Find his channel, The Dogman. Thank you very much. And also, guys, hit the notification bell. Make sure it's personalised. Goes from personalised or none to all. Okay, so subscribe. Hit all twice until it's highlighted there. And then you'll get notified for every video that comes out. My channel and the Dogman's, alright? Thank you very much. Alright, next up we are going to go over Hawaii, Honolulu. Jeff, he sent this in to me a few days ago. Thank you very much, buddy. You sent me several clips. We're going to show them all because they're all really, really good. And this should encourage people to record the skies. Check this out. Really, really good. What I will say is though, Jeff, and for everyone else, try and give me 5 seconds before and after the sighting, or just leave it as a 20-second clip, for instance, because sometimes, I mean, not sometimes, all the time. They're never alone. And you can pick up other anomalies behind, in the background, do a contrast change, all that stuff. And also the brain takes a little bit to register what's just happened. So you need a before and after for people to go, hang on, actually, that's moving at speed that it probably shouldn't do. You know, but even something as small as the propellers going round, people will eventually take all of that into account and go, hang on, you know, that's not quite right. So it's important that we do get a little bit of time before and after. But that's really, really good. It does move in front of the helicopter, so it's not behind it. But I would say with confidence, it's up there. It's up there, you know, almost at level height. And it's checking out the helicopters. And this is what's really compelling, guys, because the helicopter crash I'm going to show you at the end of this video shows something very, very similar. It shows something very, very similar. Honestly, it's suspicious. It's suspicious activity. Please stick with this, because as the videos go on, they're going to get more compelling, and then we're going to get onto that. And I really do need your help with that one on the end. So let's keep going. Okay, Jeff. So it seems to me like you're following the format really well. You're aiming for the planes. But honestly, these things, at least this one to me, doesn't look like it's anywhere near the plane. Looks like a small Dragon UAP. Lovely bit of plasma spewing off of that thing there. That looks amazing. And also you've got a smaller one here, so it's not alone as well. It's well up there, and they're moving fast, guys, really, really fast. Again, it's a short clip, so I'm not sure if there's anything up there with it, like any extras, but really good stuff. And what I would say, Jeff, is yeah, follow the format, aim for the planes, but if you're going to capture them nowhere near the planes, then that just means they're up in the sky anyway, which means you should probably just film the sky anyway. They'll be up there. Of course you want point of reference, but for a lot of UAP researchers that follow the channel, you'll know that you don't actually need point of reference anymore. For yourself, you know, for yourself, because you know what you're looking for. Honestly, Jeff, I would just keep recording the sky regardless of any aircraft. They're up there all the time by the looks of it. You've sent me 4 consistent videos. They are getting better and better, and because you've got such high activity, you don't need the aircraft. You really don't. This thing's nowhere near that plane. So I'd recommend getting either one of the later iPhones or one of the later Samsungs S22 upwards. Get a tripod if you haven't already, and potentially a car radio detector. Point it up in the sky and just film. Honestly, you won't need the point of reference. You're just going to capture some amazing shit. I'll be honest with you. So keep doing it. Let's get on to the next video. Okay, Jeff, so this is where things start getting even more freaky deaky, because we're not talking about little white orbs anymore, which, to be honest, mate, I've seen the sources go down to something the size of a pea, like a white orb, and then pop up again the size of a saucer. So that white orb could have been a saucer just casually moving through the sky, but now stuff is getting real, okay, because now you're getting close-up shots. I've labelled this one up too close. Let's have a look. There you go, right at the start. It really was close. Just going back frame by frame. Boom. Look at that. What the flip is that? Looks like 2 hockey pucks there. And it looks like they're just in an egg shape, surrounded by what potentially plasma, holding them together. Who knows? Looks like 2 individual objects, honestly, mate. Crazy. We're going to go back frame by frame. And you can see here, there's one of them at least. Looks like a saucer of types. Side on, so not flying conventionally. And again, your brain takes you there. You think you're looking for something that's flying through the air like a plane would. These things can go upside down, side on, at an angle, all sorts of stuff. So it's really hard to sort of discern. But this is crazy stuff, because it goes from this to this. Our orangey leaf thingy is back. I've captured something very similar out my window. It looked like it was floating on glass, mate. It looked like it was floating on ice, and it was changing colour and shape, seemingly. Now, whether it was just turning, whether the plasma was just shooting out and it wasn't actually changing shape, they're only showing in moments the partial parts of the craft. So maybe that's happening. But I've captured a bright yellow banana-looking thing outside my window as well in the springtime. The leaves were only just coming through the trees, you know. And this thing zips past. Classic UAP behaviour this is, mate. And look at that. Looks like something really thin there. but I just don't understand the shape change there. I don't understand how it's done that. You know, I can understand if it's turning like that and it's playing with the camera that way, but I can't understand the speed. All of it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't add up at all. There looks like there's two objects there as well. And yeah, cracking stuff. Now the last video is even better, guys, so hang tight. Alright, so again, Jeff seems to be following the format, filming a plane. Good stuff. Plane goes by, and this is why it's important we film before and after, because this is what happens, guys. And it looks like the same object to me. Leafy looking thing. Guys, there's no wind in the clip. Again, I'll play the volume. There's no gusts of wind. Just at least one, potentially two super fast objects, and this is the last one that comes into play. It does look like a standard dragon from a distance. It could be an upside down top hat flying saucer. The plasma's consistent, the speed's consistent. Size, I don't know because we haven't got a point of reference. It just looks absolutely spot on. And you know, going back, you can see how quickly this thing comes into play, and look at the jumps it's taking. Look at the odd shapes it's looking like. And again, I know if it's turning, we're going to see different shapes, but why don't we see them? Why don't we see the object actually turning? It's because it's moving incredibly fast. Look, you're just seeing the frame, and this is very similar. Again, looks almost exactly like what I captured. You just got it at a longer. You got it for more frames. Because you're sideways on, you're backed out quite a bit. But the beauty of this, Jeff, is because you know you've got high activity in your area, just like I know, you can zoom in with confidence now. You know, you can zoom in with confidence. You haven't got a point of reference anyway, so just go for it, mate. Mix it up. Try and get some detail. Try and get the most compelling things you can. But obviously you want to try and capture all the objects, so you may want to set up maybe two cameras. You've got one zoomed in and one zoomed out. Who knows? You can mix it up, but try and get a radio detector. Point it in the sky. Mate, I'm really impressed with these captures. And that's just incredibly fast. Incredibly fast, guys. Never alone. Pretty standard stuff, right? Until you capture something unexplainable, something more compelling. And that's this thing right here. Well done to you, Jeff. And I think there's probably... It could be quite close to what we're seeing. At least partially what we're seeing. Who knows? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments, and let's get on to that helicopter crash, because that could spell trouble for these UAP. Let's go. So this was a heart-stopping moment. Helicopter spins out of control and crashes to the ground. Southern California coastline. Looks like this person's filming from the beach. Quite sad, to be honest with you. Check it out. Yeah, real shame to see this sort of thing happening. Something happened there which sent the pilot way off and into some kind of a spin. And I just want to go back over the footage, because this is what I do, right? I look for UAP evidence, and I'm not saying there's UAP evidence here, but there could be. And I'm just struggling a little bit. So helicopter now, like this, at this point in this moment, he is now struggling. Okay, why that is, I don't know. I'm struggling to work out. Okay, that's a bird flying through. That's fine. Bigger propellers seemingly look like they're moving fine. Brilliant. And yeah, at this point, it's losing control. Pilot panics a bit. There's no smoke or anything coming off at this point. I do wonder what this is. And this is why I brought this up, because I don't know what this is. It looks like it's clearly come from the helicopter, but the propeller's still attached. As far as I can see, the propeller's still attached, spinning around. So why would this fling off? Has it come from the other side there? What's on the other side of that? There's nothing on this side of this back part here. So what comes off? Is there something attached to the helicopter in the moment? Because it looks like there's nothing there, and then there is, you know? I'm talking about the far side of the back wing. You see here? It's like... But there was nothing there before. Okay, is that part of the propeller? Is that what we're seeing here? Part of the propeller has snapped off, has just come away, and that's why it's being flung. It could be. It could be. But, I mean, very strange. And then look here, guys. Look at that. It's a very strange thing to happen. And I'm not used to debris flying off like this. Normally when debris flies off that quickly, it's because A, the propeller's falling apart, one of the propellers or whatever. And you'd normally visibly see a smoke or something, right? I'm no pilot expert, so guys, let me know what happened to this helicopter if you know what happened. But things are flicking off and flying off this thing. And I would kind of expect more of that to happen on impact. So something lands and then debris get pushed out. That's what I would expect to happen. In this case, things were pinging off this helicopter before the crash happened. And that's where, you know, you can see debris there in the sky ping up from the ground as soon as that thing hits. And that's what I would expect. So obviously it malfunctioned in the sky. Obviously a propeller, there might have been something wrong with that back propeller. But that's what I expect debris to look like. Flickering, in and out. And oh my God. Yeah, I really hope that a UAP weren't involved in that. It just looked like it just looked for a moment like very Dragon-y as well. You know when the propeller at the back comes off? This one here, you can see this one's rotating. And then it goes the other way as it pulls up. And then it just, what, disappears? Just flings off? Something flings off. Goes here and then... Is that right? If that comes off and is going this way, surely it's going to continue to go towards the pilot, right? Why would it then suddenly fling off the other way? Guys, am I just going mad here? Why would an object, like, it looks like it's come off the propeller, right? I don't know. I'm not seeing it enter at any other point. But why would it, if it's attached to the propeller, why would it come off and go towards the pilot and then zip off over here? Surely it would just go from there to there. Don't get it unless it's being flung at some crazy angle and speed and you like, I don't know how to explain that one. This is why I needed your help with it, guys, because honestly I was completely on the fence with this. I hope the UAP aren't involved, but we're seeing it all too often. Helicopter crashes, plane crashes. It's really quite worrying and concerning. And we do really have to get awareness higher because we may be able to stop future accidents from happening if they are involved. So who knows, guys? Who knows? Let me know all your thoughts about everything I've shown you in this video because we need answers. We need more cameras. We need everyone to wake up. That's the goal. So that's it for today, guys. That's the goal. The goal is film the skies, record, get the evidence into me, undercoveretuk@gmail.com. And with that said, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for your support. Take care, all the best, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now. you.